Today's my first day working for East Trucking Transportation up here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Just gonna do a little walk around. This is the inside of the truck. It ain't bad or whatever. It ain't a fucked up truck. I'm just doing a walk around because of the trailer got damaged. I'm gonna show the trailer damage. It's not breached, but it's damaged. It's the truck, no damage. Peterbilt, well, there's damage. Right here, here, and here. A little flaking. It's dirty. Lights ain't bad. Nothing else bad really up here. Cracks in the paint. I didn't do that. See this damage? I didn't do that. I didn't do this. I haven't taken my first load yet. I haven't done that. I haven't done this. My other trailer got damaged right here by the 9. Alright. I didn't do that. Little damage here, I didn't do that. Damage here, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Other than that, the stack looks good. Even though the stack holders look like it's rotten. Side of the trailer. I didn't check the tandem slide yet. It's manual. All the lights are working, which isn't bad. Tires don't look too good to me, but they DOT ready. Lights are perfect. It's obviously a Warner trailer. This is hanging down. It's got this spring on it. It's fine. No hub leaks. Lights are definitely excellent on here. It's a old steel trailer, heavy as shit. Then there's just a little damage on the other side. Rusted out here, 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 but I didn't go inside of it yet to look at it. Damage. I didn't do this damage. I didn't do this damage. That wasn't me. Okay? I didn't do this damage. I didn't do this damage. Right here. Still, it's really long. So somebody backed it in and really touched it up before. I didn't do this damage. Okay, I didn't do this damage. That wasn't me. I didn't do this damage on the trailer. So the trailer has a lot of light damage. Nothing heavy to breach, but a lot of light sheet metal damage. I didn't do this damage. So I want to just point all these damages out. Because he's talking about he's taking a $500 deductible. And he's going to be pulling $100 out a week for repairs or damage. I didn't do this damage. So the trailer has a lot of light damage. It's not a bad trailer. It's a good, excellent trailer. Other than the fact that it looks like it's scaled. But I didn't do any of this damage. I didn't do this damage. And I didn't do this damage. To the sheet metal. So all in all, this is what I'm working with here. 342-920-108. I'll go ahead and adjust my mirrors and see if I can get onto the first load so we can start making some money. I had this dude over here nicely go ahead and put air in the tires for me. So that was a good deal. So I'm ready to roll. But all this whole side right here has a long line of damage down on the bottom end of it. And I didn't do it. So I'm gonna pull it back around and wait for him to tell me where he wants me to go. It's a dirty truck. Definitely dirty. It needs to be detailed, but it's not a bad vehicle. So I really wish I was getting paid more money. But beggars can't be choosers. And in life, we're all fucking slaves. Thank you for your time. So I started working for this dude yesterday, right? I'm at the yard. He goes and he sends me to pick up a load in Anderson, South Carolina. So I drive from Lawrenceville, Georgia to Anderson, South Carolina. When I get to Anderson, South Carolina, he basically tells me to pick up a load, and the load is supposedly going to Sam's Club in Huntsville, Alabama. Now, Huntsville, Alabama is a fickle type of place to get to. Most of the time, when you drive trucks, especially like as a newbie, you get a chance to talk to people about the business. And maybe 2 or 3 times when I really first started, I would sit there and I would talk to drivers, and I'd be like, yo, man, I had to get here. And in order for me to get here, I had to go through, this particular fucking route. It was crazy. And them drivers tell me, why the fuck did you take that route? And I'm like, yo, because it's the most direct route. He said, look, man, this business is about being safe. If you could have took the highway and it take you a little extra 20 minutes, even a half hour, it's better you take the highway than you go the direct route and then end up in a ditch or have to be pulled out of a ditch or whatever. You're driving a tractor trailer. You're not driving a car. Niggas done told me this shit just in passing since 2012. It's 2019. The nigga books me a load, right? Let's say, for instance, I book a load at 8 o'clock, 8:30. He didn't book the load until 10 something, but he told me to go get up and go to his yard for 6:30 in the morning. So I had to get up at 4:30. So I'm already up at 4:30. The nigga yard is like almost 2 hours away from the house. I drive all the way up to his fucking yard. He shows up late, around 7. Then he turns around and tells me, which is not bad, because I got there late. I was supposed to be at 6:30. I got there 6:45. He got there 7:15. Half hour late. Then he fucking tells me his truck don't start. Something happened to his battery. He might need new batteries. Some garbage. So he had to get this dude to come over and charge it up. Okay, so after that now, he got to book a load. So I said to him, why didn't you book the load? He was like, oh, I didn't think you were going to come. Yo, why are you going to hire me? And then you're not going to fucking do the business. If you cancel the load, it's not a big deal. You can always cancel the fucking load because the driver didn't show up. But don't fucking have me come out. You don't book shit. And then now I'm sitting the fuck around till 10:30. So now it's 10 something. Remember, mind you, I've been on the nigga yard for 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, going on 4 hours, I'm sitting on his fucking yard. Then you're going to tell me, oh, well, I got a load. It's going here. So, okay, objectivity. I'm being objective. 10 o'clock. If I get there maybe by 12, he already booked the load with the broker. So it's probably a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock pickup. Or for the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock pickup, I should be loaded maybe about the latest 2 o'clock, the latest 3 o'clock. Right? Now when I'm loaded about 3, the latest, between here and Huntsville, it's about 7 hours driving. Right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, call it 3:30, 4, 5, after paperwork and checking out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10:30. With a 12 o'clock a.m. with a 12 o'clock a.m. delivery. So I'm an hour and a half early. Makes sense, right? I show up to the fucking place. They're gonna tell me I have a 5 p.m. appointment. How the fuck do I have a 5 p.m. appointment with a 12 a.m. delivery in Huntsville? So I said, fuck it. If that's what it is, I'm running it. I gotta make this money. So I went ahead, I started looking at routes. What route is the best, this and this. From Anderson, South Carolina, I gotta drive south. It was telling me to go into Atlanta, go down 85. I can't do that. I gotta go around to 85. which is going to take more time. Then it was telling me to go 75 north. Then from 75 north, go north on 75, like maybe 50 miles, 60 miles. Then takes like some small route 70. Take the small route 70 to cut through, take the small route 70 to cut through, what you call it? Take the small route 70 to cut through Georgia. Then cut through Alabama. But the problem is that there's a lot of mountains and shit on that route. So I can't take that route. Okay? Then it's telling me another way would be to go the same way, but be a little further south from there, running through some small route, all through the back roads and backwoods of fucking Georgia and Alabama again. So, I'm not going to take that route. The third option is to go ahead and go down to I-20, take I-20 into Alabama, which obviously is what the fuck I would have done anyway. And then get off on exit 188, which is route 431 in Alabama. And run 431 all the way up to Huntsville. Now, I already got beef with CRST in Alabama, and they don't fucking like me. And they already sabotaged my truck. And it's documented on paper. And I didn't do shit to deserve it. Regardless, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me. I don't give a shit what I say. I can say that I'm gonna blow up this or do whatever. That's just hearsay. You don't fuck up my personal shit as a result of that. So obviously these Alabama niggas is trying to get me caught up in Alabama. When I went to work for Bertram last year. And I went to Bertram, everything was Alabama. I had to go up to New York, right? Then from New York, I had to come down. Then when I came down, I'm in Alabama. Then from Alabama, I go back to Georgia. Then from Georgia to New York. New York, Georgia, Alabama. New York, Georgia, Alabama. So it's obvious that New York, Georgia, and Alabama is trying to fuck me. Whoever these people are, politicians, whoever. So the first load is to go to Alabama with the time frame that I must take the 431. Now back to what I said earlier when I spoke to those truck drivers in 2012. The safest route would be to take the I-20 all the way into Birmingham, which is an extra 40 minutes. Then take the 40-minute, after the 40-minute run, go north. Then when I go north now, I think 565 back east to fucking Huntsville. That's the safest route because that's pure highway. Now, most people that go to Huntsville, that's the route they take. Why? Because the back road windy shit is dangerous. So I went on the fucking phone and I'm looking up the route 431 Alabama. It's like it's like the fourth most dangerous fucking roads in the United fucking States of America, son. So the question then is, if I would have left at 3:30, I would have made it. And I would have took the long way. But the nigga would have paid me the short way. He would have found the shortest route, and he would have paid me for the shortest route, though I had to take a longer route than the longest route that was available, because the 431 is dangerous. Then they want me to leave at 5 p.m. at nighttime and get there at Sam's Club Walmart to deliver for midnight. And when you do this trucking shit, Sam's Club and Walmart are sticklers for time. You can't fucking get there late. You got to be an hour early to deliver to a Sam's. You got to be an hour early to deliver to a Walmart. So if you get there at 12, you're technically late because most of the time they want you docked by your appointment time. That's how much appointments they have. So imagine I left at 5. Let's say I left at 6 p.m. because they're not going to start loading me till 5. I leave at 6 p.m., right? Which is highly unlikely. I probably would have left at 6:30. Then I would have had 6.5 hours to get there. Then it would have been 5 hours to get there. I would have fucking crashed and died, bro. This is what the nigga's saying I should have did. So to finish the video, right? I realized this shit is a death trap fucking load. There's no way I'm going to get there on time. There's no way that I'm going to make it to deliver on time. And then they basically telling me I got time to get there. So basically, because you got time to get there, you should be able to go and deliver. The problem is that I'm not going to be able to deliver because I'm leaving too late. So what type of game is being played here? Let's say, for instance, I did leave at 6:30 and then I took the dangerous 431 route. And it still took me an extra 2.5 hours to get there because I got to keep slowing down on this curve, turning on this curve, almost crashing on this curve. How is that safe? I called the dude this morning because I'm like, yo, this shit is bogus. And he's like, yo, if they don't load you by 4:30 tomorrow, then what you can do is just, we'll cancel the load if they don't load you by 4:30 tomorrow. So I'm like, if you're not going to load me by 4:30, then I came out here for no reason. So he said, they told me 12 o'clock delivery. So they told me 12 o'clock, pickup. Then you should have had a 12 o'clock pickup. And from the 12 o'clock pickup, you should have been gone. You could have ran circles around Huntsville. This is what he told me, so I'm not upset with him. I go in the office, the shipper's like, no. Your boss was told that this shipment doesn't come off until, doesn't deliver till 5 p.m. So it's obvious that the broker is trying to create discord between me and the owner. Because by lying to the owner, and the owner can't fix it, the owner want to make money, I want to make money. Now I'm looking at the owner like, yo, you a fucking liar. Then the owner looking at me like, yo, you lazy. This is the type of shit that goes on in this business when these conglomerates control the brokerage portion of the business and screw drivers and small owner operators. So now I called him this morning and I just want to make sure he want to work with me. He's a white man. He's not from America. But if he don't trust me, or some dickhead faggot from another company or whoever the fuck call him and tell him some stupid shit about me to hate already, I don't need the drama. You already sent me on a fucking load to kill me on the first fucking load yesterday. So I'm not gonna fucking play no games with you. I'm not gonna call you all nice. Hey, sir, how you doing? I'm gonna call you and say, sir, do you really want me to work for you? Because I'm not gonna keep being sent on these dangerous fucking runs on some dumb shit or some stupid strict time frame bullshit. And this is how the fucking brokers and the big companies fuck drivers over when they first start, or they stupid. Now, if I was a fucking owner operator and I had my own truck, my own authority, I would have still took the fucking load. You know why? I probably would have got paid like $500-600 just to drive from here to Huntsville. Fuel is $1.50. I drive to Huntsville. Them niggas talk some dumb shit about, yo, we can't take it, wait till tomorrow. I still sit there, I make $300 a fucking day. And I still can go pick up another load and go right back to Atlanta. And then by Friday, I'm back in the home in the bed with my daughter and my wife, and fucking still got $800 just from leaving the house. But I'm not an owner operator. I'm a fucking company driver. So it doesn't make sense to run a load like that. Number one. Number two, if I run a load like that, I'm gonna take the long way. If it's my shit, right? I'm driving his shit. So it's obvious I can't take the long way. I gotta take the short way. The short way is the dangerous way. And he gonna talk about, you didn't want to take the load. You talking about highway of death. That's what the fuck the Google said. Oh, these niggas is crazy in this shit, B. The ELD is not working. It is disconnected completely from the motherfucking vehicle while I'm driving. So this has to be happening from the Keep Trucking app itself. It can't just be happening because the vehicle's been logged on since Sunday when I left. So I called this nigga that I'm working for, and I'm like, yo, what's wrong with your computer? Your ELD is not working. And he's like, oh, just pull over.
In 2 miles, take exit 109A for I-40 Business East, US 158 East toward Kernersville.
He's like, oh, just pull over, and when you pull over, just reset it. Right? So now that's wasting my time, because I got to pull over from driving. My logbook said I had 3 hours and 30 minutes left at the rest area. So I probably, let's say at this point, got like an hour, like 2 hours and a half left, right, to drive. So long story short, this is the hustle to bring me here, to send me to Durham, right, which is what I was telling T yesterday. And when they send me to Durham, I guess I know somebody there, and I don't know nobody in Durham, right? But watch the hustle. An hour and a half before I get there, the computer says cannot connect to vehicle. Make sure you are
near the vehicle to automatically connect and save the current driving period to your log, right? I'm in the vehicle. So how is it not connecting to the vehicle? Then on top of that, it says, or exit driving mode. So the nigga told me to pull over and reset the computer. So I pulled over just now, and he's like, I'm busy, I'm booking a load, blah, blah, blah. Why is he acting like that? If I'm having an issue with the ELD, right, or the onboard computer, and this is what logs me, so I don't get a ticket or whatever, right? Wouldn't it be intelligent for him to be on some, alright, you know what? I see what you're going through. Let me make a call. He's like, I'm booking a load. He always does that shit to me. I'm busy. Don't call me, I'm busy. Like he's shitting on me, right? So long story short, if I can get pulled over right now and basically get a ticket for not having a log, right? But like I'm saying, this type of technical difficulty is not normal. If the shit runs on Bluetooth, it should be in a situation where, hold on, let me get one. So once again, I'm making this video, right? It says cannot connect to vehicle. Make sure you are near the vehicle to automatically connect and save current driving period to your log. So am I not driving in the vehicle? Yes. Why is it not connecting? That means somebody from the Keep Trucking app disconnected it. Either the nigga that I'm working for called them and told them to disconnect me from the truck, or somebody from Keep Trucking app disconnected me from the truck for whatever reason. But normally when a malfunction takes place with the ELD, it's something simple that you're not in a 5G area or something like that. Then it'll reconnect and update. So it's always automatic. Now I'm going to Durham, and all of a sudden this happens. This white screen of death. So just now when I called the nigga, he told me pull over and reset the computer. So if you look right here, there's a little blue thing. It says exit driving mode. So when I was about to click it, it says if I continue to exit, I clicked it. It said if I continue to exit driving mode, all logs will be lost. So the conundrum here is I lose all logs and then show that I've been driving without logs and get a ticket. Or I sit here with the screen looking like this while I'm driving through North Carolina. I'm going to Durham. That's where this load is going. I don't know nobody in Durham, right? Only person that I met in Durham was some nigga one day. I was doing an alternator change. And one day I was in Durham and I moved to a different complex. And I didn't know this, but they tried to tow my car. So one day I saw this dude from a complex that my ex-wife was staying at when I was changing the alternator. And he was like, yo, guess what, man? I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, yo, man, I'm good, I saw you, man. He was like, yo, the other day, I'm a tow truck driver. I said, you are? He was like, yeah. He was like, yo, the other day, somebody told me to tow your shit. And I was like, nah, I ain't towing that. That's my homeboy shit. But he was homeboy as a term of endearment. I didn't know him. All he knew about me was I was changing my alternator before I started law school. He saw me out there doing the work myself, and he saw my car was down. So he said, yo, man, you doing the work yourself? I said, yeah. He said, yo, that's respectful. I said, no doubt. He said, listen, you need anything? I said, yeah, right now I do got to go to like to the auto store. And he brought me to the auto store, and he brought me back. That's as much as my relationship with anybody in Durham goes, right? So long story short, like I just told T, right? If I knew somebody in Durham, and I was a stupid little nigga, right? I'd be like, yo, let me go check my homie. I'm not being tracked. And this is the type of entrapment setup shit I be talking about while I'm doing this job. First of all, I want this ELD to work because it tracks my logs. Number two, the fact that I called the owner just now and he blew me off, talking about he's booking the next load. That shows that he's not trying to help me and he's down with this shit. He's playing fucking games with somebody else, right? So now if I get pulled over in a few minutes, when I get to the weigh station or whatever, they're gonna try and give me a ticket or some shit because they're gonna say, where's your logbook? Where's your backup logbook? They're gonna try and throw it on me. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it back on the owner because he's not taking it serious and he gave me bullshit advice. Then he blew me off saying he's booking the next load, so he don't have time to address this issue. Now when the issue came up, I wasn't gonna call him. I was gonna continue to drive straight there, not to lose time fiddling with it, because I know I had about 2.5 hours left, up to 3 hours left to get there with 1.5 hours to get there. But because of the simple fact that I wanted to provide the man with notice that his computer is malfunctioning, or exactly when it takes place, I called him and I told him, and he blew me off, talking about he's booking the next load. Then he tried to screw me, telling me to restart the app, and clearly if I restart it, I'm gonna lose all my logs. So who knows if it's gonna show the last 7 days? Who knows if it's gonna just lose today? Who knows? So I have to keep it in this mode for 2 reasons. The first reason is I gotta keep it in this mode so that I don't lose logs. That's the primary reason. The second reason why I have to keep it like this is that if I do get pulled over, I need to be able to show an officer that this motherfucker's a big cock-sucking, dickhead, faggot motherfucker who's playing games with me. And this is a part of the entrapment that I've been going through since I started this business. Not one time since I've been driving trucks, since 2012, has an electronic logging device completely been disconnected from a vehicle while it's in operation. I don't even know how it's possible unless it's coming from someone who runs the app itself, or it's coming from the nigga I'm working for under a directive of somebody else who's trying to get me pulled over and give me a ticket, or trying to encourage me to go and do something that I don't even want to do. Lastly, the thing that I want to say in this video is this has been going on for years. This has been going on for the past 3 months with the last company I was with.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-40 East.
First Platinum Freight. And as you can see, I came to this company and it's the same thing. The first load, they had to weigh the whole truck as though they want to know what the gross is just in case A, B, and C. Then they sent me to Ripley, Tennessee, which is outside of Covington, where I was supposedly going to buy a truck. The only way that somebody would know that is if they infiltrated my emails, my phone, and
continue on I-40 East for 5 miles.
Went ahead and contacted, infiltrated my phone and so forth, and my emails, and found out that I was in contact with this finance company and where I was buying the truck. Because the finance company was the only people that I told where. So the first load here, so that already shows that there's some type of electronic tampering going on and surveillance of my shit. So they sent me to Ripley, Tennessee. Then, which is right down the road from Baskin Truck Sales, where I was trying to buy a truck and I was gonna finance it a few weeks ago. But I didn't do it, so they sent me straight there, right? Then the second load, the nigga gonna call me talking about, do I wanna go to Miami? I'm like, whatever you want. Then the nigga's like, oh, well, if you go to Miami, do you wanna go? It's a lot of miles. You'll get this and that. Now, I'm not gonna say yes, because I'm not feeling to go to Miami, number one. Number two, I'm not gonna say yes because I already know once you get to Florida, if you drive all the way to Miami, you gotta pay for fuel. You gotta pay fuel to get out, because there may not be a load out of Miami. So why are you asking me as your company? If you want me to go to Miami, send me to Miami. But don't call me and ask me if I want to go. So long story short, I didn't get a nigga a yes. I didn't give the nigga a no. And then he said he wanted me to go there and then take a reset. which means that I will get to Miami and have 34 hours to play with down there. The question is, why are you offering that to me, right? Why are you doing that? So long story short, let me show you why it's fishy. It was fishy when it came into me, and he spoke to me about it on the phone. And I didn't say nothing, so I called T. I told her what this nigga was doing. The nigga, so the nigga calls me, I think another day, either the same day or another day, and I'm talking to him about it. I said, I had called him back. I said, look, man, if you want me to go to Miami, I'll go. I'm not lazy, because I know it was a weekend run, and I would have picked up at least 1,000 miles, and my check would have been bigger this week, Friday. But I said to him, you know, it's my birthday on Saturday, so the birthday shit didn't mean nothing to me, because I already told my female I wanted to work through the weekend anyway. So my check could be bigger this Friday coming. So I didn't even plan on working. So for the nigga to offer me a Miami run to make my check boost up, yeah, I want to take it. But to tell me that I got to do a 34-hour reset and then try and throw it on me like, do I want to go there? Nigga, you didn't ask me if I wanted to go to Ripley, Tennessee. You didn't ask me shit. So why the fuck you asking me now if I want to go to Miami? So the nigga calls me, I call him back, I'm like, yo, look, I ain't lazy. Just know that. And I hung up the phone, right? You know what the nigga calls me back and says? Oh, if I ever offer you to go somewhere, that means I really don't want you to go there. What the fuck is that? If somebody offers me to go somewhere, that means they want me to go. But he's saying he offered me to go, but he really didn't want me to go. I don't understand double talk shit like that. Now they're gonna send me to fucking Durham, right? And look what happens to the nigga computer. It don't fucking work. So we're gonna enjoy this punk ass game that's being played. We're all gonna enjoy the game that's being played. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's enough footage. I'm passing the way station now. All trucks right lane, right? Let's see what happens. That means while you're driving, you're being weighed. So if you're overweight, they'll pull you in. Or they gotta weigh you because you're overweight, they'll pull you in. If you are not overweight, they should fan you pine if you got a pre-pass. So I haven't been with a company that had a pre-pass for a while. And now I am. I'm with a company that this dude has a pre-pass. So let's see if they're gonna pre-pass me or they're gonna give me the red light. Setup shit. This isn't no legitimate shit. This is what they do to people they don't like in America. They'll try and destroy you because they can't destroy you, so they'll try and destroy you at work. They'll set you up. They'll do all types of bad-minded stuff to you And then when you try to talk to regular people about it, they don't understand or they don't believe. Like, why would they do that to you? Come on. No, you must have done something wrong. But this is what they do when they target particular people. This is what they do. Still, hasn't come back on yet. And you know what's fucked up about it? If I own a company, right? And I got a driver, and this happens to my driver. And my driver calls me, and my driver's like, yo, such and such is happening, right? As an owner, if you haven't heard from that driver in maybe a half hour, respect, simple care, we'll be like, yo, let me call this person. Hey, John, you all right? You know what I'm saying? You called me about the ELD problem a little while ago, and I didn't hear nothing. I want to make sure that you out there safe and legit and legal. So how'd it go? You know, even if it's not fixed. And I could be like, well, I pulled over, it didn't work. This motherfucking pussy is not calling me. You know why he's not calling me? Because he's a part of the entrapment. That's the only reason he wouldn't call and care. If it was his son, he would call and care. And then anything that's listed on this computer right here, this little tablet right here, is actually listed on his personal device that monitors me while I'm in the truck. So he knows that this shit is not connected to the vehicle. And he's not doing shit about it from his end on an IT perspective. Neither has he called Keep Trucking yet to make them fix it. To call me and be like, well, Brandon, you know, don't worry. I call Keep Trucking and just keep going. When you get to your destination, then we'll figure it out further. But I notified Keep Trucking, so you'll be fine. You see what I'm trying to show you? So now, all of a sudden, the logbook is attached to the vehicle, right? Now, this is a tablet. This is for driver operations, right? So I can change shit, whatever. This little box up here is registered to the vehicle and is connected to the engine control module. So every time those wheels move, it's registered here. And this talks to the satellite in the sky. So I already knew that when this bullshit was happening, this is still recording to the satellite in the sky. But because I'm coming to Durham, and I'm supposed to be this big bad guy, right? I guess when this went down, okay, you see, this is why crackers ain't shit. Especially bad-minded crackers. Really bad-minded crackers ain't shit. Because everything you say, they want to use against you. They're like reptiles. They always want to bite and snap and snap at you, right? So I gotta choose my words carefully, right? I don't know fucking nobody in Durham, okay? All I did was come here to go to school. So, long story short, if I knew somebody in Durham and I had bad intentions, or I went to go check my homie or whatever, and this shit went down, and I didn't see, and this is what I'm saying, when you're too intelligent, they think that you're being evasive, or you avoiding them, or you know how to get around the system, when all you are is fucking intelligent. That's it. I'm not a dumb nigga. You want me to be a dumb nigga, so when you playing your dumb ass game, it works. So watch this now. This shit's supposed to go down, right? As you saw it on the other videos. Once this goes down, I'm supposed to have some bad intentions, right? Or whatever. Well, I'm supposed to have intentions. I don't even call them bad. I'm supposed to have some intentions. And whatever those intentions are supposed to not be reflecting on this, right? So I'm supposed to believe that it's not reflecting on this. This is always connected to the satellite. This is connected to this. So this is called IT, right? So just because you have something that is separated from the main server, that doesn't mean that the server is not fully connected at all times to the satellite, or to the satellite, right? Just like the house, right? So when I went back in and I checked out whatever and put this back on, all this information of the driving that I just did showed up. Why did it show up? It showed up because this recorded it, right? So if I was illiterate, I was ignorant, I had intentions, and this went down, right? I would, and let's say the only intention that it could have been was I went to go see somebody for whatever reason. Okay? That's why if you look at the window on the load, it's between 12, 8 and 2, or 8 and 3. See? Dock is open from 8 to 3. So what a nice window. So I could have said to the nigga, yo, and there's a reason why I'm doing this too. I could have said to the nigga, yo, man, they close at 3. So I got till 3 o'clock. So if I knew somebody here and I had intentions on meeting them, right, I would have gotten here. I could have gotten here at 2:30 and still been unloaded. That means between 12, 1, 2, 2:30 for 2 whole hours, I would have been sitting wherever the fuck talking to somebody, right? And then I would have came here and delivered, and then they would have still recorded me here on this. And then when I put it back on, the next question is, well, why did he stop? Okay, the real question I have is, why did you fuck with this to make me believe that this wasn't working? Because you thought that I know somebody here and you want to see me. Now, this is the type of shit that I've been going through. Now, yesterday when I delivered, it was, oh, make sure you deliver this shit by 10 o'clock. But between 10 and 12. So it was all specifics, that appointment bullshit to slow niggas' money down. Now, today, come to Durham, it's all open. It's all open. It's open. Right? You have mad time to get there and fuck off and still deliver. Now, just so you do know that people do that. Niggas do that. Okay? I know somebody who told me that they know a female and she got her own truck and her own company, inherited from a spouse. And she be hiring niggas, and niggas do what the fuck they want to do. They supposed to deliver loads. They driving to their girlfriend house. They driving to their sister house. They doing all shit. I have never done any disrespectful shit like that in nobody's fucking vehicle. And what I'm trying to point out with this whole instance and circumstance is this is what's been happening to me in this business. Whether it's Durham, Detroit, Akron, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Where else? Down in Georgia. I haven't gone to Aiken, South Carolina, but Aiken, South Carolina, like anytime I pass around there, I get harassed because I went through there. The question then is, what place can I go? If I can't come to Durham, because I've been here before, for whatever reason, I can't go to Akron. I can't go to Cleveland. I can't go to Erie, Pennsylvania. I can't go to New York. I can't go to New Jersey. I can't go to Connecticut. I can't go to Massachusetts. I can't go to Chicago. I can't go to Gary. How the fuck can I drive trucks and make a profit? It doesn't even fucking make sense. You know what the worst part about it is? They'll do this shit to me, and I'm not even asking to come here. If I had access to a load board, I'd go to Fayetteville. I'd go someplace else other than Durham. I'd go to Raleigh. Right? But like I say on these videos all the time, these motherfuckers, if you're a realtor or if you've worked with a realtor, you understand how the MLS works. Once you go in there, every property that's available in the whole state is at your hands. You can search every listing available. So the broker board is the same way. You can search every load available. The difference is in load brokerage, it's instantaneous cash. Okay? If I'm a real estate broker, I might broker a deal between two people, but I still gotta wait 30-day closing. If it's not cash, then I got up to 90 days just to see the check. Let's say, for instance, the broker who booked this load wasn't available. Okay, let's say it was available. They went on the load board. It's there. Okay, I was booked for it. But in trucking, there's also something else you can do. You can create loads because you are a broker. You're brokering a load. So this nigga I'm working for, Roland Transportation, right? Let's say I lived here. And this load was supposed to leave next week Friday. Or last week Friday. And no one's coming to Durham. Everyone's going to San Francisco, Chicago, blah, blah, blah. As a broker, I can call this consignee, right? Or I can even call this Scott Orthofer, which I met the other day, who's an asshole, really. Because he told me, oh, you can take this load and then it's garbage anyway. You can open it and throw it all over the place. We don't care. If you don't care, you wouldn't put the 28 skids on the shit. So why are you trying to encourage me to open the back of the fucking trailer, but you driving to Georgia? You see, this is the type of bullshit that the crackers be on because they think niggas are stupid. So anyway, let's say you call him and he turns around and he says, okay, yeah, this is supposed to go out last week or next week. Yes, you can take it today. Why? Because as long as that shit is moved from the warehouse, he has open space to bring things into the warehouse. Warehouses make money from warehousing, but you can't warehouse shit forever. Shit has to come in, charge somebody for it being there, then it has to leave so more shit can come in. So whether it's supposed to leave last Friday or next Friday, the broker immediately gets paid because they brokered a deal. So not only do brokers make money by going on the board to see what's on the board that shippers desire to ship, they also get an opportunity to look at the board and create loads. And the major companies are the ones who have the opportunity to create loads because they are brokers themselves. And most of them honestly have a share in a lot of these major companies in America. So you'll get a Schneider National broker. He'll be able to call Procter & Gamble and book a load because he's a broker. Hey, Procter, I got somebody over here in Avenel, New Jersey. He needs to go to San Francisco. Do you have anything that needs to go to San Francisco? Well, we didn't post anything today. Let me look at my database. They go in the database. They look. Yeah, we found something that can go to San Francisco. It's supposed to leave on next Thursday. Well, listen, can you get it ready now? Yes. Okay, what's the fee? Well, we're paying this, we're paying that. As a result of what we're paying, you send that driver over here. And then, if it's an owner-operator, you give them a quote. The broker takes the fee. So if it's Schneider, they're going to fuck you. They're probably going to double dip and take $600 for the broker fee. $300 for Schneider Corporation. And then another $300 for the fucking actual broker that's working for Schneider. So that's a $600 hit on the load fee. If it's not going to be that way, then it's just going to be a direct. Right? Well, they're still going to do the $600 to $1,000 hit. And then probably offer the load for maybe like, $2,500 to $3,000. So a load from where I was at in Kentucky to San Francisco, let's say that load would run for $3,500. Right? The broker could negotiate $4,100, pocket $6, and throw $3,500 to the driver. And all of this happens instantaneously. So the broker immediately makes the $600, okay? The shipper might say, okay, I'll give you 3 now, and I'll give you 3 when they arrive. So now that's already $300 in the pocket for the company, the $300 to the broker. The broker gets paid once the actual truck touches the dock in San Francisco, and then everybody's happy. So in this business, you can manipulate people easily. You can call places and send people places. Now that's what they do to me, okay? They'll say, where's Brandon working now? Brandon's working for Roland Transportation. We asked for the cab card on the first load and a driver's license, so we verified that it's him. So what we want him to do is we want him to continue the program no matter where he goes, what the fuck he does. We're going to make him fucking continue. So what lane hasn't he run yet? Okay, they did that last week. So I ran 40. Okay, I never ran 40 East since I was working with the last company. Then I went up to Ripley, Tennessee. Okay, I had ran 51 with them, northbound, right, towards 24 to go, or 26 to go up to 55 in Illinois. Now they ran me south 51. Okay, past the place where I was going to buy a truck. Then from there, what lane haven't I run yet? Well, he hasn't run 22. Then they brought me over by fucking Schneider National, sat me down there in Arkansas, West Memphis, and then they sent me down 22, right, because I didn't run 22. All the way back to Atlanta, right? So, you mean to tell me that this motherfucker that I'm working for is not working with a broker that's doing that? That's forcing me to run these stupid ass lanes Schneider still wants me to run. And then they're looking for culpability. Send them to Durham is their culpability. Send them to Detroit is their culpability. Send them to Erie, Pennsylvania. Is he going to call somebody? Send them to Durham. Is he going to go out a route if we fuck up the computer? But you have to understand that this is a form of fucking employment harassment. It's been going on since 2012. This is 2019 January. And nobody's gonna do shit about this shit to these fucking motherfuckers. I don't give a shit what niggas want to say about me. You know why? Because the problem is I'm a fucking nigga. And that's how they see you. They don't see you as an intelligent black man. They don't see you as a go-getter. They don't see that you're trying to take care of your family. Okay? All they say is you a fucking nigga. I wrote music. If I wrote in my music, I'm a billionaire. 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 I got 90 fucking Lamborghinis. They wouldn't be doing this shit to me. Okay? If I say, yo, I'm dope dealer number 1, then they on your dick forever. And this is the hate. Because niggas trying to make money regardless. You know what I'm saying? Hearsay don't mean that shit is true. But motherfuckers gonna believe that shit is true because they want to see a problem, and then they use this shit to entrap niggas. So if I was really on that shit, okay, they're gonna send you to this place. Send him to Detroit, see if you're gonna call his cousin in Canada. Send him to Tampa, see if you're gonna call his cousin in Tampa. Send him to Erie, see if you're gonna get his cousin to come around that way. Send him to Buffalo, see if you're gonna try and link up with somebody. Send him to New York. Send him to New Jersey, see if you're gonna get somebody from New York to come over the bridge. They've been doing this shit ever since. You know why I know they're doing it? Because they're not sending me places that I wouldn't really go for the most part. For the most part. And every time they do send me a place like that, the white people is in my face in the back row somewhere trying to fuck me over. Trying to look at my face, see if I'm smoking or some dumb shit, and try and call the local punk ass sheriff to come do some shit to me. So this whole ELD shit was a setup for me to be fucked over at the fucking way station, or let me breeze through the way station. Yeah, I made it through. And then I'm supposed to go check somebody and waste fucking time here. You know what I'm saying? And then act like the shit is not being recorded and it's being recorded. And that's the real hustle that happened today. Every single fucking day I get in this truck. Every fucking day I'm operating. There's a hustle. There's a hustle. There's a hustle. Okay? I just turned down Warner. They said I'm in a class action suit. I just turned down Warner. The attorney's office is from Louisville, Kentucky. Why you think they just sent me to Louisville, Kentucky? Okay? Then they're going to send me to Durham. From Louisville. Okay? Then they're going to fucking have a Warner truck and a Warner trailer. This is the type of imprisonment that this trucking shit turns into. It's no longer free trade. It's no longer business enterprise. It's lock niggas in a fucking cell and fucking rape them till they get paid and don't pay them. Rape them to get paid and don't pay them. Because as long as they're not making a certain amount of money, they can't get their own shit going. This fucking business makes $4,000 fucking dollars a week if you just got this punk ass fucking machine, this little head right here. And that's all they cock blocking. They don't want you to make no money. Now let me ask you a question. I think somebody's a bad person, right? I think this person's a fucking bad person, like the worst shit ever, right? So they come to me and ask me for a job, right? And I don't trust them at all. I don't like them. I don't want to fuck with them. But there's two options. They can work for me and constantly be in a situation where they're struggling. And I make all the money. And I treat them like shit because I don't like them. Or because the nature of the position is 1099, independent contracting, they can make more money and I can make less. But I already got like another million motherfuckers I'm making money off of. So for me to sit here and personally keep fucking this woman or this man over to keep them in a poverty position so that they can take risks and make bad intentions, that's called entrapment. You know why? Because if I let that person be what they are 100% and let them eat, maybe what I think of them would change. Maybe what they think would change, whether they think good of themselves or bad of themselves. Maybe with the increase in income, they'll be able to fucking better their lives, experience something different, engage in something better. and not have those alleged intentions that you perceive that they have because you believe that they're a piece of shit. And this is why it's called entrapment. They're not hiring you and putting you into a position where you can have control over your reality and benefit from it, and then still work with them and get the fuck out of this shit. They only trying to keep you in a position where they're making all the money, and they juicing you for all the bread so you don't make shit, and then they're using you, and then if you turn around and do something else with some other intention, it's your fault anyway. Truck driver make $4,000 a week. Just sitting behind the wheel. $4,000 a week. You can guarantee 4 G's a week if you just got this little head right here. That's what they're stopping. Now you're gonna be in a business where you can make $4,000 a week, and you know it. Okay, you know it, and you're doing all the fucking work. You sacrificing the time away from your fucking family, which is the biggest fucking hurt. It's not even the money 100%. It's the fact that you gone all goddamn week, all goddamn 2 weeks, all goddamn fucking month away from your children. Mom, grandmother, whoever the fuck. You don't see your children growing up. And these motherfuckers want to pay you a G. Like that's enough bread in 2019. And you supposed to be making 4 times that amount of money, $1,000 on fuel, and pocket 3 G's a week after taxes, minimum of $2,500. If you run hard, you can pull in $3,500 depending on the load. And if you run every fucking 2 weeks and add in a weekend, you can pull in about a good motherfucking $8,000, about $10,000 in a week, in a 2 week period, because you run through the weekend and you still hustling and then you take a week off. So you can make up to $5,000 a week and still have a whole week off to spend with your children, spend with your family. They're not helping you sustain a fucking family nucleus and a lifestyle and gain and benefit from the economics. What they're doing is putting you in a slave position and then hoping that you ignorant and about some criminality so that they can motherfucking lock you up and use this whole process to do it. This is not free America. This is not what America was designed for. Every one of these big companies, whether it's Schneider National, J.B. Hunt, Warner Enterprises, their fucking forefathers got off their ass. They got a motherfucking vehicle. They got a contract, and they worked that shit, and they got the 100% profit. Now they want you to fucking get less than fucking 30% of the profit, 20% of the profit, and they walk away with all the money, and they're not doing shit but sitting behind a computer, and you doing all the work. It doesn't make sense. If you want to master brokerage and be the master broker. If you want to master fucking driving, master driving. But don't try to start taking the meat of the fucking job and paying it less, and then doing the less work, the least of the job, and then motherfucking want to get paid the most. Yeah, it's fucking big pimping. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up. Especially when they start trying to entrap niggas. Now, I'm supposed to be this big time bad guy, and motherfuckers don't even know me. The reality is that I ain't here to tell on nobody. That's the whole reality. I'm not here to tell on my wife for what she did, because even if I tell on her, it's going to reflect on me. So telling don't help a black nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So just shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. If not, they're going to keep playing games like this. This is what they do. Send you here, play games with the computer. Send you here, play games with your pay. And the whole fucking route also slowed me down because I had to go through the mountains, slow down to 40 miles an hour. Look how long. I spent fucking 7 fucking hours today. Doing what? Making how much bread? Nothing. Then now it's already fucking Wednesday. Then by the time the end of the week come, that nigga getting paid off the fucking delivery because you know he negotiated high. The fucking broker getting their money, and what the fuck am I getting? This is why motherfucking niggas quit this shit no matter whether it make bread or not. Then when you buy a truck, they sabotage your shit for no reason. When CRST had to start paying me over 2 grips a week, them niggas had to get me out of there because I own my shit cash. And I was fixing my shit, fucking haters. They didn't want to see me fucking fixing my shit up and moving on, or fixing my shit up and getting my life together, buying a house. Motherfuckers got me living in a goddamn van. Because they fucked my truck up and fucked my life up. Then I had to divorce this fucking chick and ended up living in a goddamn van. This is what CRST and Schneider National did to me. And now I come back in this shit because I ain't got nothing else to do. Now I'm on goddamn child support. Now this is what they do. They run entrapment games with motherfucking computers and play these fucking back office games. We're gonna see. So let me show you something about this trucking shit, harassment shit. The nigga booked me a load. He sent me from Atlanta to Louisville, and I had a little break in between. Last week, the niggas told me to go to Anderson, South Carolina, and the nigga sat me there for no fucking reason all day, bullshitting. After that, he sent me to a spot. But when I got there, the captain of the police force was there. She had a little captain lapel on. So, I got loaded, all that. Did whatever he said. And before I left, I said, "Thank you, Captain. You have a good day." And she said, "Thank you." And I left. Mind you, last Wednesday, was it Tuesday, the nigga sat me down for no reason. Then he sent me to a place that's fucked up. That loads to bring me to a place where I'm supposed to be buying a truck. Then load to go back to Atlanta. He sends me up the street for Schneider National Terminal in West Memphis, Arkansas. And then that load bring me back to Atlanta. When I get to Birmingham, Alabama, like about 5 to 10 miles out, my Google Maps lies and says that the I-20 eastbound connector is blocked, and that I gotta go up and around through Birmingham on Vanderbilt Boulevard or Parkway or Drive or whatever. But CRST Malone is on Vanderbilt. So I'm like, that don't make no sense. How could a fucking major intersection, a major highway entrance just be jammed? So I pulled over. And when I pulled over, I reset this fucking shit. And you know what it said? Go straight, make a left on I-20 eastbound. The question now is, who got enough power to manipulate MapQuest or Google Maps on my phone so I go towards CRST? And it's a lie. Who got that power? How come the person who got that power is able to specifically target my goddamn phone 5 to 10 miles away from Birmingham, Alabama, in order to lie to me to tell me that I need to take Vanderbilt, whatever they get around here? I ain't even sweated. I told Shorty. I pulled over. I reset the shit. I ran around 20. Right? This week comes now. I go to Louisville, Kentucky. There was supposed to be an open case with Warner Enterprises, the class action. They said I was a part of it. Hold on. Class action suit. I withdraw from the suit. I don't want nothing from the lawsuit. I get manipulated now to be in a Warner truck, pulling a Warner trailer. And they keep running me to Louisville. So I go to Louisville. Then I gotta run through Kentucky. Now, mind you, when I was working for the last nigga, Nicola and them, in Chicago, my first few loads, they sent me to Kentucky. Then I got harassed. Remember at that Walmart on the video? By that faggot who said that he couldn't start his shit just to pull me out the truck and talk to me. Then a nigga he kept saying he worked for Warner before. Then a nigga from US Express came. Remember that video? So now, this nigga sends me this week to Louisville. Then he sends me all the way across Louisville 64 to go down West Virginia to go to Durham, North Carolina. Like, I don't know why. Now remember the threat that faggot nigga gave me at the Ford plant. That he knew a driver in Kentucky. He touched the guardrail. And then he got arrested. And then he had to take a piss test. And he can't get a CDL back. So that was the threat from long time. From when was that? November, October. Now they're running me back through Kentucky, back and forth through Kentucky. But that lawsuit was open. So I don't know what type of motherfucking lawyers they got in Kentucky. Why they sweating me to keep going through there. So long story short, now I go to Durham. As soon as I get there, he's like, I'm not going to have nothing. Then you saw the video, what they did with the ELD. Disconnected me from the truck, so I was driving illegal through North Carolina. Trying to dupe me to try and take their shit and drive around somewhere, which I don't know where I would be going other than to the fucking receiver. Once again, you know, more mind games, fucking playing games with the computer and routes. Then he fucks around and don't book a load. Got me sitting around for no fucking reason. Right? That was like what, Tuesday? So instead of him saying, okay man, I fuck with this nigga. It's what, Tuesday? Let me run him, or Wednesday. Going on Wednesday, Tuesday. So it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me run him out to Fayetteville. Or Columbia, South Carolina. Drop a load. Then he could pick up something from somewhere around there. And then drop a load Friday morning. And he'll be home for home time. You know what this nigga does? He runs me back up 77 to fucking Ohio. I'm supposed to be home for home time tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow, Friday. It's Wednesday. And the nigga runs me up 77 in the mountains and snow and shit in West Virginia. I gotta stop in Nitro. This morning I gotta now drive all the way to Ohio. Right? So it's not bad. Okay, fine. I dropped that. It's the kicker. He could have booked the fucking load going to Atlanta. And I'd be fucking driving from tomorrow morning to Atlanta. Deliver. Park the truck. Go for home time. You know the load the motherfucker books, man? Whoever the fuck booking it. They book a fucking load for me to waste 3 goddamn hours. An hour and a half from Dayton to go back toward fucking West Virginia. Then after that, they sit me there for 2 hours. Then to get back to 77, 70, 71, 75, I gotta drive another hour and a half to 2 hours. So, you mean to tell me you just wasted 1, 2, 3, 4, a minimum of 5 of my fucking hours, 6 of my fucking hours of this whole fucking day, bro. Fucking giving me some load in the boondocks somewhere. Where some dickhead niggas from RL Trucking keep showing up staring in my face. And then I was probably supposed to stop at that Pilot by their corporate office, but I wanted to get out of Ohio because I want to start fresh from Kentucky, then run Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama. But then that's the whole next problem. Instead of even running me a load to Knoxville or running me a load to some part of Georgia, maybe Kennesaw, Gaines, or something, the nigga is telling me he want me to go to fucking Alabama. Ain't I supposed to be on home time tomorrow? So why the fuck are you sending me to Alabama to Birmingham again? Same shit again. This Birmingham shit. I'm supposed to be on home time tomorrow. I'm gonna spend the whole fucking day tomorrow driving to Birmingham, Alabama. Then I'm gonna be out of hours because it's a 500-mile run. Isn't tomorrow supposed to be home time? Ain't tomorrow supposed to be home time? Why the fuck is he sending me to Birmingham, Alabama to sit there tomorrow night? Tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow night. Who the fuck is he trying to please by sending me there? Why? Is it because you sent me to Durham? What do you know about me in Durham? And who's telling you anything about me in Durham that because I went to Durham, I got to go to Birmingham before I go to Atlanta? CRST Malone fucked up my truck. For whatever reason, nobody saying. Whoever told him to do it, nobody's saying. Whoever sanctioned it, nobody's saying. But they keep sending me through these places where they got goons, right? Send them through Kentucky, we already got goons there. Send them through Tennessee. Then he'll have to come down to Alabama around us where we got goons. So they got their little punk ass goon squad. But you know what? They pulling out all the stops to get me to quit. Don't give them the home time. Sit them down. Send him to places that we know he know, and then see if he sees somebody or talk to somebody or call somebody or takes the truck and drives off road. The question is, what person in their right mind that's about their money and their business would do that? It's obvious that I'm being treated like I'm fucking out here just like some little kid playing games. Like I don't have bills to pay and shit to do. And houses to build. And children to take care of. So tomorrow, I'm supposed to be going to Birmingham to sit the fuck down to get harassed by some Birmingham dickhead, KKK motherfucker, before I go to Atlanta. And then I'm going to be making enough space to record that too. Tomorrow's supposed to be home time. I was on 75 in Dayton, Ohio. There's mad loads in Dayton going south. Why not book a load from Dayton to Alabama? Then I would have been in Alabama or close, that would deliver in Alabama, then drive to Atlanta tomorrow. Still be home for home time. Why give me a 700-mile run with a 3-hour fucking differential loss on time with a 2-hour sit down to force me to spend the night in Birmingham tomorrow night and then go to Atlanta on Saturday? Stay tuned, because we're going to fix that problem. We're going to find out, right, tomorrow, why this fucker is playing games, or his wife, or whoever the fuck they are. Because I'm not out here playing games. I'm trying to get this money. This is the type of shit that they do to black men out here. So you quit. So I quit. Fuck him. Fuck Birmingham. Fuck the people in Birmingham.
fuck his load, right? You know why? Because this is all they got. And they can have it. But I'm tired of being out here and people trying to entrap me. Send me through the snow to slide and try and lock me up where they got goons. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep so I can get up at 4 o'clock. Stay tuned. Because we will be recording tomorrow. Everything will be recorded tomorrow. This will be my last video working for this company, right? It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I already told the nigga that this was my last load. Now, I had another dude that I talked to. He drive trucks, right? And he be complaining. He's an older dude. He's like 50-something years old. He complains how the owner of the company be bugging the truck, which happened to me already when I was working for Schneider National years ago. When I first started working for Schneider, I think I mentioned it before, I went to New York for Labor Day, so they targeted me for urinalysis when I came back, because I'm from New York. And then the black dude that they had bringing me to the urinalysis was telling me, asking me why I listened to Tupac Shakur. And if I wanted to listen to rap music, I could listen to people like Common and Mos Def. The question was, how does he know what I listen to while I'm driving? And while working for Schneider, the volume goes down on the radio by itself for a little while, stuff like that, and then it goes back up. So these trucking companies, they have a way of bugging your shit. Now he's working for a company and he says that the guy has cameras in the truck. And I'm like, ain't that illegal? He's like, yeah, but I know he got cameras in here. I know. Another dude he was working for put some shit on his car or something. He had to trade in his car. This is the type of harassing shit that goes on when you're in this business, which doesn't happen in any other business. So, all of that to say, yesterday I'm talking to the female. I don't even know if you should call females your female anymore. My female, and then you dead or some shit, and then somebody else's female. But anyway, ain't no disrespect to her. She called me and she was asking me questions. She was like, why is the new dome in Atlanta the Mercedes Center? And I explained to her how companies come together and they partner in order to build projects. And she's a national project manager, so I explained to her the financial side, and I said to her, everyone wants a Mercedes. That's the brainwash. So if they get a Mercedes Center, it's marketing on behalf of Atlanta, and Mercedes more than likely was the heavier financial partner with a few banks. Atlanta, probably City is involved, and then they put the project together and they're looking for a return from the games, whether it's soccer, football, or basketball. Then all of a sudden I got this load right here. 850 Southern Avenue, Chillicothe, Ohio. But it says on the top of the paperwork that the nigga actually sent me on my phone. It's not this one. It says Mercedes, 850 Southern Avenue. And then it says ship to Mercedes, 41 North Industrial Parkway. Stop. I have it on the email. I mean on the text message. The point is that somewhere in this vehicle there's a bug. somewhere in this vehicle there's a listening device, just like was with Schneider. And that's another form of harassment that they use in this business. They'll listen to your conversations illegally, and then they'll do stuff like issue you a load or send you to a place. Like the first place that they sent me with this company was something Masters Avenue in Anderson, South Carolina, and I just got my master's degree. You see the mind games. Once again, when you're a freight broker, you have two options. You can book a load that exists on the load board for a driver, or you can create a load. So there's always freight, whether there's freight or no freight. They lie to drivers because drivers don't understand brokerage, and tell drivers there is no load. There's only a load here. There's only a load there, because you're supposed to be a stupid, ignorant person. And that's how they make more money, because they can sit around and slow you down, send you to fucked up places. And if you're black, colored, have locks, they don't like you for whatever reason, then they can amp the game up, amp the harassment up with lies. We don't have any loads going there. We don't have anything right now. CRST did that to me before when I had my truck. My check was pushing about $1,100. They don't want to pay none of their drivers more than that. I had my own truck paid off cash, free and clear. So they knew that if I kept running and working for them, they would have to pay me $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a week if I run hard, cash money, take home. They're not trying to pay any of their drivers that. I don't give a fuck who it is. So if you're a lease driver for them, the most they trying to cut you a check for is $2,000 a week, max, or even $1,100, and they trying to get more money back from you off the percentages off the loads, double dipping on booking the loads, and still making money off you giving them a lease payment every week. They're not trying to just be shelling out three racks a week to any particular driver. So when I got my shit and my shit reached maybe $1,100, they were on some, well, we can't help you, we don't have no loads bullshit. And they can create loads. And then the only loads they had was going to Denver. So I was supposed to be on some, man, I never been out there that far. I'm scared. Let me sit down and wait until the broker gives me something on Monday. And I said, I got a truck. I'm making money. I want tires on my truck. I want to fix it up. I'm not going to keep sitting there waiting for CRST to feed me on their time when I got a vehicle and it's designed to make money. So I took the load to Denver. Then when I wanted to get out of Denver, what did they do? They didn't create another load to get me out of there. They played me. They was like, oh, we don't have nothing else, so all we got is Nebraska. So I went from Denver to Nebraska. Then I wanted to get out of there. And then they was like, well, we don't have nothing from Nebraska. We only got something going back to Denver. So I was supposed to sit in Nebraska. I took a load from Nebraska to Denver. I'm hustling, bro. I'm getting this money. They mad. They want to see a lazy person who believes in their stupidity and their control issues. And they want to make sure that they're cutting you down and slowing you down and slowing your paper down. They do not do that to white people that they want to see succeed in this business. They will create loads. Hey, Paul, where are you? I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota. Well, where you want to go, Paul? We miss you. Last time you came to the terminal, we had a wonderful time. How's Becky? Becky's doing fine. Well, listen, Paul, give me a minute. I'm going to see what I can do. Then they get off the phone. This nigga's trying to go to some place that don't even probably fucking exist. Let's just make it up. Rothschild, New Hampshire. Right? If there's no load on the board, the broker's job is to broker a deal. They're still making a profit. If you want to be lazy and just look at the load board and pick something that's there because you don't want to do your job, that's lazy brokerage, right? But if you're actively brokering as a broker, you are going to put yourself into a position where you work on behalf of the driver. And that is what they're not doing for me. That is what they're not doing for me. And they're doing it intentionally. The first load, since I got with this company, sent me to Masters Avenue in Anderson, South Carolina. What is the message? The message is you have a master's while you driving trucks. Because truck driving makes a G a week for sitting on your fucking ass. And if I buy a truck in a month, right, I can make $4,000 a week. Who makes $4,000 a week after fuel, $3,000 take home money? You tell me what job. Fuck a master's degree. It's enough money for me to start paying off the student loan. Not sitting the fuck around, sucking dick, driving through traffic, wasting my life away, and still having debts to pay. But they know what they're doing, so they're going to send me to Masters Avenue. Then you're going to put me on a load that's supposed to deliver at midnight, knowing I don't drive. So they audited the last two companies that I work for, see what type of hours I like to drive, and then now they make sure that they make me deliver or pick up so that I got to drive the hours. I don't like to drive. I'm a morning person, so they trying to force me to drive night. Well, this delivery delivers at 12 midnight in Alabama, and you got to pick it up by this time, that time. So that means that I'm supposed to actually be pulling out of the spot by 1 p.m. the latest. And I'm sitting there till 3, 4 o'clock. And niggas talking about I had a 5 o'clock appointment. Then if I try to take that particular load, like let's say I've been out the business for a few weeks. I'm a stupid guy. I'm hungry for the money. And now it's another thing they do. If you're hungry for the money, they'll set you up like that. They'll give you a short time frame, and then you're supposed to speed to try and get it there and take. So look, the dangerous route I was supposed to take was Alabama 421. Because I was supposed to have a 5 o'clock appointment and a 12 midnight delivery, which gives me only 6 hours to get there. If it takes 6 hours to get there in a tractor trailer, you're supposed to add an hour to an hour and a half for safety purposes. And that's taking a safe route. If you're taking a non-safe route, you might die. You might slide off the road and lose your license, which was the objective on the first fucking load with this company, which is why I'm leaving. Another reason why I'm leaving. And then on top of that, the fucking name of the highway, when I looked it up, it's Alabama 421, aka Alabama's highway to hell. You mean to tell me that if you would have let me leave at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., I got the load at 10. I shot up to, which was late anyway, and I shot up to Anderson, South Carolina. I got there maybe about, let's say, 11:30. So that means I should have had a 12 o'clock appointment, the latest 1 o'clock appointment to get out of the latest 3 p.m. for me to do a midnight delivery in Alabama. And no one wants to go to Huntsville, Alabama by taking the highway to hell. You got to take the long way to be safe. So you got to do an extra 40-minute drive to Birmingham. Then you got to go north on 65 and then cut back over on 565 in Huntsville to be safe. No one wants to take the highway to hell. They call it the highway to hell for no reason. I didn't know that. So I'm on the phone just doing my route prep, what you're supposed to do as a pilot or a truck driver. And it pops up, this is the highway to hell. The 4th dangerous fucking highway in America. And you want me, the first load with this company, Roland Transportation, you want me to have a short time frame to force me to take the highway to hell. Do you understand the harassment? They don't like me in the business, whoever these people are. It's been confirmed that it's Warner Transportation Logistics. So it's Warner Logistics booking the loads. So you mean to tell me that Warner Logistics is trying to taunt me, talking about, oh, you got a master's, so go to Masters Avenue, Anderson, South Carolina. Sit you down, don't give you shit, right? Then send you someplace else so you don't get shit either. So it's like, okay, well, we know this guy probably know people in South Carolina. He's allegedly a bad dude. Let's send him to South Carolina and see what he do. See if he calls somebody, pick something up, or that's what he's in it for. This is the subjectivity. So now I'm not dealing with it. You know, fuck it. Fuck that shit. These crackers are crazy. I'm trying to get this paper. But then when you see the highway to hell route, so I called the nigga on it. I was like, yo, look, man, I don't know what's going on, but they saying I had a 5 o'clock appointment. They didn't tell me that. I go in the office. Well, no, he knows there's a 5 o'clock appointment. That's another thing that the brokers do. If they want a driver to quit or they don't want a driver in the business, they'll create discord between the owner and the driver like that. They'll have the driver, they'll book a load with the owner. The owner doesn't know about the time frames. So then the broker turns around and books an appointment time. This is hatred. The driver gets there on time. They might say, oh, you're late, man. You had an appointment at 7 o'clock. And there was no way he was going to get there at 7. Now, the owner's like, yo, why didn't you get there? Well, I couldn't get there. You already know I was on a break, blah, blah, blah. Well, shit, man, I got to cancel the load. I got more work to do. Then the owner hates you. Or they'll say, okay, well, you got an appointment. Your appointment ain't till 7 p.m., man. And it's fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, you supposed to be frustrated and sit down. Now, you call the owner. You're like, yo, why the fuck did you book me a load at 7 p.m., man? Yo, you know I was going to get here for 10 a.m.? Nah, man. Yo, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was the broker. Man, fuck that, man. I'm sitting here all day. I ain't out here to fucking sit around. This is how the brokers create discord between the drivers and the owners and get them to quit. And that's aside from bugging the truck, listening to your conversations, having niggas ask you why you listen to Tupac, or you on the phone talking to your female about Mercedes or Toyota, and they automatically send you to Toyota, Mercedes. So either they got the right to bug the vehicle and listen to your conversations and harass you. They got the right to study your life, what you're doing in your life. You got a master's degree. They feel that you don't deserve to drive. They can send you to Masters Avenue. They can send you to Masters Boulevard to like mock you. Like, what the fuck are you doing in the business? All of these silent wannabe Masonic symbolic games. Okay? Then he sat me down in South Carolina. I was pissed. Alright? He sent me out to fucking Ripley, Tennessee. I was supposed to buy a truck from Covington, Tennessee 3 weeks ago. Financed. So that's the game. The game is, we know all about your life, so we're gonna run you places to show you we're in control. Ripley, Tennessee is about 5 miles away from Covington. That's not harassment? Why are you sending me places that I'm interested in? Why are you sending me places that I have interests, but then you acting like you're not doing it? So this is what I'm saying. These brokers know everything about me somehow, like through some type of website or personal psychological analysis or whatever, and they use it against me to manipulate me while I'm out here. And that's not right. That's not legal. That's a form of harassment. So now they send me out to Ripley, Tennessee. I get there. It's right by Covington, where I should have bought the truck in January, the first month of January. Then from there, the nigga calls me. I said in another video about how do I want to go to Miami. And then I'm like, Miami? Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I've never been to Miami. I'd love to go to Miami. You know what I'm saying? But then he said, then you'll go down there and then you'll have a reset. So that's still a hustle. I'm supposed to be this dope dealer nigga, right? So, of course, I'm supposed to jump on it. Yeah, I want to go to Miami. So I said to the nigga, because I know when you get to Florida, that freight is hard to get out of Florida. So I'm going to have to drive the whole state of Florida back up to Jacksonville or back up to Georgia with no load. I know that. I know the business. So I'm not going to say, yes, send me to Miami. Nigga, that's your fucking call. It's your fucking business, pussy. If you want to fucking send me to Miami, you know that I'm going to have to drive the whole state of Florida back out with no load. You factor that into your budget. You factor that into brokering the deal and tell me as the owner. You didn't ask me to go to Ripley, Tennessee. So why the fuck you ask me if I go to Miami? Then a few minutes later, when I call him and talk to him, he's like, yo, man, when I ask you to do something, you know what I'm saying? I really don't mean it. If I ask you to go somewhere, I really don't mean it. Look, man, I don't have time for these fucking games, dude. Either we getting money or you fucking around. Or you trying to see if I want to go to Miami and pick something up. This is what this is about? If this is what this is about, I don't have fucking time. Then he sends me back to fucking Atlanta. Then he says to me, oh, listen, give me 1 more week. And if you could stay for 1 week and you don't like it, then you can leave. What type of ultimatum shit is that when a nigga already told me to give him a 2-week notice? This is the games. the games. Then this week I come out, first place I go, the nigga sends me to Louisville, Kentucky, where there's an open. I just declined an open fucking class action suit with Warner. Then hopefully I crash or some shit there, right? And then the lawyers can fuck me over in Kentucky, right? Then from Louisville, he sent me all the way around 77 to Durham. Then he sits me down again in Durham, the same way he did last week in South Carolina, because I used to live in Durham. They know everything about your personal life, and they manipulating where you go as brokers, and they don't have to do that. There's 50 states, there's over 100 fucking cities in every state. Then when you're trying to eat, they'll run you 150 miles this way for no fucking reason, to run you back 150 and waste your goddamn time so that you don't do shit. Then, because I went to Durham and he sat me down, he wasted my fucking time, he felt bad about it, now they try to give me an extra run. So instead of, I'm trying to get back home for Friday. They probably studied my whole life, what day, what times my wife works, what days she don't work, and now it's like, okay, well, we're gonna make him go home on Saturday. Well, according to me, last week I'm supposed to be home on Fridays. So why the fuck now you routing me to come back on Saturday? I had plans to go out last night with my female, right? Now you didn't give a fuck. You out here playing your fucking reindeer games. Got me sitting around all fucking day Wednesday in Durham, North Carolina. Run me back up the fucking dangerous route of 77 with the rain and the snow and shit up in the fucking flat top fucking West Virginia. Slowing me down because it's a fucking slow route where you can't do no more than 40 miles an hour anyway. Right? And then run me back up to Ohio to run me back down to Birmingham before I go into Atlanta, because allegedly I'm a bad guy. So I'm not supposed to go up to wherever the fuck, Durham, and then go to maybe to Fayetteville, and then go from Fayetteville straight to Atlanta. I gotta go all the way back up to Ohio, right? Just in case I'm doing something stupid, or I can get some cracker to stare in my face and snitch on me and lock me up, to go through Kentucky again, just in case I crash, and then it's best benefit for them. Then to go down into Alabama, just in case I'm doing something that they think I'm doing or they want me to be doing, and they can get some Alabama shit to dickhead to come fuck me over before I get to Atlanta. This is the harassment that they doing to me in this business. They don't have to be doing that. All they gotta do is book loads. That's it. Where you going? Go someplace I've never been before. I can go to motherfucking south of Dallas, Texas. I can go here. The load board is like a fresh vagina waiting to get fucked every day. You can book anything, anywhere. They don't have to be booking me the way that they're booking me. And because I understand the paperwork, and because I understand the load board, and because I am a broker, and I understand brokering the deal, it's just straight harassment the way they routing me. And then for this last load again, I'm on the phone talking to her about the Mercedes complex, and all of a sudden it's a Mercedes load. So that means that's how they get you out the truck again. They bug the shit, then they show you. We listening to your conversations. Then who wants to work in those types of conditions? So you quit. And here I am again. And then you look at my resume and you see why this shit got so many fucking companies on it. Because they bugging your truck, they fucking with you, and they steering you out the business on the brokerage side. And then the company don't care because they getting paid. So like, fuck that nigga anyway. I don't care. I still made $3,000 off this pussy this week. So fuck him if he wants to leave. It's making him look bad in the game. And then you leave again. This is what they do to black men in this business. This called harassment. And I'm not the only person, man. See, this be the shit I be talking about, so I don't be saying nothing. But, these people, they're going to continue to do the stupid shit that they do. I pull over at this spot over here at the gym for the past few weeks. And every time I come over here, they park a truck. So they follow me to see where I'm at. There was a truck parked right here and another truck parked right here. Now today I come to the gym. They got a nigga from Wisconsin parked there with the truck. You see, when these fucking motherfuckers fuck with you, right? And they assholes, and they know they being asshole, dickhead, faggot motherfuckers. The worst part about it is, they just can't be fucked up people and just leave it at that. They gotta actually keep trying to fix it or make it worse, right? So every time I get in the truck, they harass me. Every time I get in the truck, they try to lock me up. Every time I get in the truck, they fucking fuck with my routes and make sure that I don't make no money and cut my bread down and try and fucking send people to harass me and all that. But when I ain't driving, they send stupid ass truck drivers over here like that. Then on top of that, you know it's the military fucking with me. They got this whole parking lot right here, right? So I normally park my car right here, where that blue car is, right? So now all of a sudden they're gonna put up a USAA ATM over here. Oh, it's a good thing, you know, we put an ATM up over here, you know, yay, we're all prior military. But if we look at the ATM, right? If you look at it, the mirror, the big ass mirror on the ATM, right? It points right at the LA Fitness. Right? It points right at the LA Fitness. Now, most of the time behind these those mirrors, there's a camera. Okay, and if there's not a camera, there's some type of camera somewhere around the ATM so they can see who pulls up to it and monitor it from wherever. And then that big ass fucking mirror right here is just pointing right at the fucking entry to the LA Fitness and pointing right at the entry to the fucking to where I park my car at all the time. And this is what I'm saying to you. Now, motherfuckers gonna be like, yo, you crazy, son, da 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 da. But when I got the truck the other day, I had all type of police and detectives showing up at the fucking Dunkin' Donuts over here, right? Fucking with me, just, you know, just look and see what I'm doing, going back to report. It's a private security company. When I looked it up, that's funded by all the major corporations in Georgia. So it's like some type of secret wannabe side police surveillance security company from Lawrenceville, where I was just working, or Duluth. And that's close to Gainesville, where Kate Chastain lives, right? And she tried to fucking kill me with her nephew, you know what I'm saying, out here by the train. So they know, I know, right? And the problem is, today I took my test and I passed it to become a mortgage originator. And now all of a sudden I leave the gym. I'm in the gym. There's a banker in there with his suit on and all that shit. What the fuck is he doing over here during the daytime in the South Side? Some skinny ass fucking white banker. Now, I already knew that these white people don't fucking like me, and white people are fucking racist. So when I was getting my master's degree in banking and finance, I already knew that right before I graduated, they was going to try and get me to go back into the trucking, because the white folks don't want a nigga like me in banking. They don't want to have to deal with the problem. What is the problem? The problem is that I'm being who I am, and I'm loving who I am, and I'm not trying to change for them. And then when I was doing Uber during the program, somebody came to me and was like, I don't have the look of a banker, which is some racist shit to say. And I was in Buckhead picking up the bankers from off of Peachtree. So they already was trying to show me I don't fit in when I was doing Uber. Once again, how can Uber as a company be sending me places and shit to try and make me look like shit or feel like shit, and have me picking up particular people along the way to try and make me look like shit or try to show me I'm not gonna fit in, and then have one of the fuckers get in my car talking about I don't have the look of a banker. So I already knew that the whole hustle is they don't have nobody like me trying to get into banking for real. You know, they might have some puppet niggas at the fucking bank that they might just have in the hood, you know, and one of them just may look like me, you know what I'm saying? But that's all, that's as far as you're gonna go. So they don't give a shit about hiring motherfuckers like that. But when you look at people like me, I'm not in it for no bullshit. I'm in it to go straight to the top. And when they realize that, that's when they try to screw you. So I already knew that the hustle was for me to get back into the trucking, because they don't want me doing this. So I went back to the trucking. I'm on child support. I gotta pay the child support. So I went back to the truck driving, and every single day they tried to arrest me from last year, August, maybe August 12th of 2018. They was trying to get me locked up in Johnstown, New York, all the way until January of 2019. So over just about 6 months. Everywhere I went, there's somebody staring in my face, blah, blah, running me out the business. Then I came back here around the 15th of January or the 20th of January and quit. The dickhead nigga in fucking Lawrenceville for fucking cutting off my ELD in North Carolina and trying to bait me to get into some type of trouble in Durham. And then sending me to Ohio into a fucking snowstorm and West Virginia into a snowstorm on the toll road. So long story short, these motherfuckers not gonna have no care about my fucking well-being, and they gonna keep sending me places so I can get into trouble. Because even if you drive trucks and you're not doing nothing wrong, if you slip on some ice or you accidentally hit somebody, or they send you to inclement weather, which happened the whole of last year, even if in fucking October, snow wherever I'm going, and then there's not even weather for snow. But that's another story. Then they will still arrest you because you're operating in the capacity of a CDL driver, which is a federal job. It may not be a federal job, but it's an interstate job, which is federal jurisdiction. And then now they'll want to give you urinalysis. They may want to lock you up. So they kept running me past Leavenworth to try and see if I would do something, or they'll send me to St. Louis praying that I'll meet a nigga, beg him for a blunt or some stupid shit, and be smoking. Then they would run me past Leavenworth again through Missouri and Oklahoma. Hopefully I get locked up out there. So all these schemes been going on. So when I quit and I said fuck this shit, I'm not gonna do it no more, then they start sending all these trucks parked around me. What the fuck? So now I passed this exam today for me to get into the bank, right? It ain't no fucking money. I mean, a dickhead nigga with a motherfucking high school diploma can make $4,000 a week driving a goddamn fucking truck, not doing shit, sitting on his fucking ass and having enough more money than a goddamn banker, right? But they running me out of that for I don't make no money, and then now I get a qualification in the bank, they're gonna push this Wisconsin dickhead. And this is the problem with these white people, especially from Wisconsin and Iowa and all these fucking places where they fuck it. Any white people outside of New York, for real, they don't got no fucking diversity whatsoever. They just fucking discriminate. And even if they say they don't, they got black friends on their goddamn pussy ass job. Let me tell you white people something. Y'all hate black people. Y'all hate anybody who ain't white. Y'all only fuck with them at work. You act like you're diverse, and in your personal life you go right back to being all white in your all white America. Don't be ashamed. You have a nation state. So it's not attacking white people. You have a fucking nation state. You keep niggas in the fucking city, in the concentration camps. You might come here to make extra money, make better money, get better pensions, take fucking local niggas' jobs. And then when you done with these motherfuckers, you go back to your goddamn ranch and you retire, where there ain't no fucking niggas. Or you come up in here, you fucking live in the metropolitan lifestyle, and you can still drive into bubble fuck without getting harassed by a goddamn cop. So you know you got the opportunity to go in and out like motherfucking Superman, and change your fucking clothes, and then be Clark Kent over here and then be Superman over here. All right, when y'all get back out in the fucking country, y'all fucking Superman and Superwoman. When you coming back here, you fucking Clark Kent playing the role. So what the fuck is it? So now I got this shit. You don't want me in the bank and shit. The banker niggas is like, yo, that nigga's he's not a dumb nigger. Oh my goodness, but we don't want to work with him. So come on, get him back into the truck. But nobody's seeing this shit. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody wants to face the reality. And the fact of the matter is the fact that somebody is orchestrating this shit to the point where they keep showing up and doing garbage like this and following me around while I'm just living my life. It's just a level of harassment that's just like, it's unbelievable fucking bull. It's just fucking unbelievable. You really mean to tell me that little old me got all these fucking dickhead niggas running around the fucking state and all this shit, and it's this dumb Mason shit, it's this, and I ain't dissing Masons, it's this dumb secret society shit and all this fear from white folk. That's all it is. Why everything got to be a secret with them? Because they fucking scared. They military shit is a military secret. This is a secret. That's a secret. Why they got to have all these secrets? Because if they don't have no secrets, they're going to be fucking slaughtered by everybody else. They're the minority on the planet. And then now they get all these fucking dumb motherfuckers to follow them with the secret shit, and then they just turn them into snitches and bitches, and fucking niggas run around trying to destroy each other for fucking money, while they benefit off of that. And it's just niggas are so fucking goddamn broke and stupid and such fucking slave that you know how many niggas they done sent my way? from working in fucking Iowa with fucking CRST to down in Alabama and all, even niggas. And they get their little fucking punk ass check being fucking private investigators because they don't want to get a real goddamn job, or they don't want to create a business to support the fucking economy of the black community. And they'll fucking sit there and just take the white man check and try to keep fucking me over and putting me in a goddamn cell just for a fucking chicken and a dick suck and some liquor. So the crackers ain't shit and the niggas ain't shit that they be recruiting either. And I don't hate white people because I don't like white people. You know who I like? I like human beings. I like people that come to me and say, I'm not white, I'm human. My name is Brad. My name is Chris. My name is Benson. My name is Jimmy. I'm not white. I am me. But as long as you living in this country, you gotta be a color. And this is the fucking problem. You have to keep identifying with some color that makes black, and black ain't shit, white is good. Period. End of story. Because I have to be black, and I'm not fucking trying to suck their dick and wear a Caesar and try to fucking be white, then I don't belong in the banking. So they'll send that dickhead with his punk ass old fucking rusty ass Volvo to come over there and park next to my shit while I'm driving because they put a bug on my shit the other day in Lawrenceville. And this is all the shit that I'm going through, and ain't no goddamn fucking lawyer trying to help me because these motherfuckers are pussy ass fucking dick sucking faggots themselves. And they're not here to represent nobody. They're only here to represent their own fucking bank accounts and bills. And they playing with people like fucking cats with yarn in their hand. So this is what's going on. I just had to do a video follow-up. It's been about 3-4 weeks since I did a fucking video. And now I'm not playing. They thought I was going to be a dumb nigga and I passed the fucking test. Or I'm a dumb nigga, I'm not going to make it. I fucking go to the mortgage class. I'm the only fucking black nigga. Look at me. I got fucking MBA in banking and finance. Banking and finance. A dual major fucking MBA. Them motherfuckers, all the crackers in there don't got no fucking education. They got their jobs off the hookup because of their color, their skin, bro. And I'm still a piece of shit nigga. This is why America ain't shit. This is why this fucking economy ain't shit. And this is why motherfuckers not going nowhere. And this is why I wrote some songs and I told y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna fucking come here. If you understand the power of economics, you can strengthen the value of your dollar by staying where you are and building an economy. But you motherfuckers keep wanting to come here and ditching your shit that's depopulating your shit. Then just depopulating shit, you leaving the broke, uneducated niggas behind. Then they start committing crime. Then the politicians have to fuck them over to keep power and order. And then it becomes a cycle where your shit is deteriorating slowly. Instead of you motherfuckers stay where you at, grit your teeth, motherfucking get that dollar and fix it. But I'm talking too fucking much. The point is that these niggas still harass me even up to today. The fucking mortgage class, you see how many dickheads was in that shit that didn't even fucking belong there. The nigga behind me is some asshole from Douglasville nigga chilling with a white bitch that don't give a shit, and she's just down with the shit from a trucking company, and they both watching me from behind with a Chinese nigga to my left because they know I could chill with Chinese niggas who look like he a fucking agent, then a fucking nigga in the front of me who just sitting there as a spotter, then a nigga to the front left of me from Panama City, Florida. What the fuck are you doing here taking a class here? Take the fucking class in fucking Florida, bro. A nigga from fucking Greenville, South Carolina, he's fucking there with some chick talking about he blind, he can't see, but that nigga could walk around without no motherfucking cane. And if he's from Greenville, South Carolina, fuck, you don't take the class in South Carolina. Why you gonna drive all the way to Atlanta to be in my class? Why? Because I was just in Greenville, close to Greenville, South Carolina in the truck when he tried to fuck me over the other day with this Lawrenceville dickhead? I'm telling you, man, these motherfucking people ain't shit, bro. And that's the reality. They're so afraid of everyone else learning what they know and being better, becoming better people in their economy, that they would rather try and lock people up and orchestrate their doom than embrace change. And this is the real fucking problem. You want to see if I'm smoking a blunt? No, I'm not smoking a blunt. So what we going to do now? Oh, look at your hair. That means you smoke weed. Who told you that? Bob Marley said that. Who gives a fuck? He's dead. What are we going to do now? And just for the record, man. You know why I grow my hair? I grow my hair because I want to be me. When I had a Caesar, I was a nigga anyway when I was growing up. I came down here, I had a Caesar, put a suit on. I go to a law firm to get a job. A white boy comes up, his daddy just dropped him off, his parents give him a nice car, brand new shit with an AC, he's got money. I'm the sweaty fucking nigga in my suit, my fucking shirt is soaked, walking from the goddamn martyr smelling like bum. Who gets the fucking job? Huh? The white boy. Every fucking time I push the paper down here. You go to the government jobs, these fucking black chicks from down here, they put their fat ass in a fucking administrative position and they not leaving. Then they call their girlfriend, they call their sister, they call their auntie, they call their cousin and fill them fucking slots. And there ain't no jobs for no nigga in the government other than police and corrections. I'm not interested in going to prison, and I don't like prison, so I don't want to send nobody to prison. I believe that the political system is the reason why, for the most part, people do the fucked up shit they do aside from the entertainment that's provided to them. So therefore, why would I want to fucking run around putting people in boxes when at the end of the day, it's the system that's profiting from them? And then I got to be in prison myself, whether I'm an inmate or not. I'm still in the prison, right? If I don't want to go to prison, why the fuck would I want to be a correction officer? That doesn't even make sense. I gotta go to prison every fucking day, live with them, still be with them, fucking do shit that they do, hang out with them, watch them, tell them what to do. That's still being in fucking prison. Running around like a cop with a fucking utility belt like goddamn Batman, trying to run up and down the streets, trying to stop motherfuckers from trying to get money. That's not my goddamn business. It's obvious that if there was a better way for them to get money, they'd be fucking doing it. Because the opportunity is not here for everybody, so I'm not justifying it, I'm just calling it how I see it. So it's not my goddamn business to run around here trying to be fucking Batman. And then they almost lose my life in the fucking process. I don't got no goddamn Kevlar suit. But this is the fucking positions that a black nigga supposed to do to show his loyalty to this fucking system. And the system don't show no fucking loyalty to me. If you're loyal to me, get my fucking reparations check and get the fuck out of here, bro. But you ain't doing that neither. So we at a standstill. The Willie Lynch article says you care not about me or my parents' generation, the first generation, or my generation, the second generation. You care about the future generations. You want my daughter, you want my fucking granddaughter, you want my great-granddaughter, you want my great-great-great-granddaughter to be fucking niggas. That you can push them around and make them work at your goddamn warehouses and work at your fucking Walmarts. So before you try and do that shit, I'm going to stand up and show them culture, where they come from, and remind them. And that's why motherfuckers don't like me. That's why they don't want me in their fucking bank. Because I'm fucking representing where I come from. Because I already know that the plan is to destroy where I come from and turn my children into fucking wannabe whites. Stupid ass black people with white. Hello, how you doing? Oh my God. And they look like they fucking stupid. And because I want my children to be raised in the image of where, and remember where they come from, I can't get a job at the bank. Because I want to grow my hair and I don't want to keep fucking looking like all these other stupid niggas out here. Honestly. Niggas be having fucking Caesars and a do-rag. They don't even make no goddamn sense. A do-rag is to cover your hair. Cover your hair. You have no fucking hair, so what the fuck you in a do-rag for? But they'll let a nigga like that in the bank. Right? They'll let motherfuckers who don't know what they doing eat. And that's the real problem. I'm about to fucking sign off, man. Sooner or later, all this shit's gonna be public anyway, one way or the other. Huh? I'm gonna try this shit one time. These motherfuckers fucked me over, you already know what it is, man. It's time to move on to the next level. I want some Tupac shit. Because this shit is some fucking bullshit, man. This shit is some fucking bullshit, man. This whole fucking system is bullshit. Coming to this fucking country is fucking lies, bullshit. You come here, you gotta be black, living in crack-infested neighborhoods, fucking dope boy, broke motherfuckers, and now you black, so you gotta like that shit. What am I have to fucking come here to do with this fucking bullshit, my nigga? Nobody. And instead of fucking solving the fucking problem, they profit from it, and then when you don't like it, they fucking threaten to throw you back to where you come from because there's no jobs. And you fucked over. These people are devils, man. That's all it is. And they smile in your face and they bake apple pie and they got all the money and they got their Walmarts and they got all this wonderful lifestyle. And then you look at where the fuck you come from and where your family come from, and niggas don't got a pot to piss in and a window to fucking throw it through. And they still on child support though, with no jobs, no structure. No government assistance, no health system. And God save us all, man.